What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And as you can tell by the new background here, if you've watched a lot of my other videos, I'm in a new location. And that's because I've moved across the country. I used to be in Ontario, Canada. Now I'm in British Columbia, Canada. And you may also be able to tell in the background here that I'm pretty darn low on inventory. And the reason for that is because I just had a hell of a Black Friday week for my clothing brand. And so inside of this video here, I want to break down this sale for you and go over exactly what I was trying to accomplish. And I want to talk to you about the strategies that I put in place and all of the results that I was able to get. So let's do it. Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at Design Crowd. And if you need designs made for your clothing brand, I really recommend that you give them a shot. You post a project on Design Crowd, amazing designers from all around the world will compete for your project. You choose the winner, then you get that design plus revisions. Here's an example of the best-selling hoodie during my Black Friday week sale and just over the course of my clothing brand that I got made through Design Crowd. If you're interested, head over to designcrowd.com/apparel to learn about the special offer that I have for you where you can save up to $100 or simply use the discount code APPAREL when you post a project on Design Crowd. All right, so let's jump right into the results here for what my clothing brand K-Bud Apparel did in the month of November. And all of this is going to be really raw for you, okay? I'm sharing with you the real numbers of what my clothing brand did. I'm not holding anything back or adding any numbers anywhere. And so I just want to sort of put that out there in case you think I'm trying to pull one over on you and make it seem like I did more than I did or something like that, all right? We spent $9,913 on ads, on paid advertising. That was all through Facebook and Instagram ads in the month of November, okay? So this wasn't just Black Friday week. This is the entire month of November, $9,913 on ads. From that ad spend, we generated $35,007 in revenue for my clothing brand. Now, obviously, Facebook ads and advertising isn't the only expense, right? You've got your advertising, then we also need to include the cost of goods sold, basically however much we made all of that clothing for that we sold. And then also, there's shipping costs and things like that. So we did end up profiting, several $1,000s from this month. And it was an absolutely massive month for us. But to be honest, the main goal of this whole month of November for us was not to make profit, as hard as it is to probably believe. The actual goal was to really inject growth into the brand at basically all costs. Okay, so I wasn't necessarily really concerned about making a crazy profit for my clothing brand in the month of November. What I was mostly focused on was trying to get my clothing brand onto more and more people, because when you sell, I think we sold 749 products in the month of November. That many products to that many people, and they're being given out as Christmas gifts and they're being passed around to their friends. The word of mouth, the exponential growth that leads to, and just the positive feedback loop of all of those people now marketing your clothing brand to all of their friends, telling all their friends about it, that comes back to you like crazy, okay? So that's worth the extra expense. That's worth not necessarily making as much profit at this stage in my clothing brand's life, because I'm not necessarily concerned about making a crazy amount of money at the moment and, buying things with it. I'm much more concerned about flipping it back into the brand and building this thing into, something that's really significant. And just to recap the actual sale week in the month of November, the Black Friday sale week, we did an 8-day sale from Monday to Monday, and we put everything at 30% off. During those 8 days, we averaged $3,333 in revenue every single day, okay? Every day was a little bit different, but I averaged it out across those 8 days, and it would be $3,333 in revenue each day. The reason why I'm telling you this is because at the end of this video, I really want to talk to you about what it realistically looks like to grow to $1 million a year brand, okay? Just numbers wise. I'm gonna break that down for you, and so you can kind of compare it with where I'm at right now and, just how I'm thinking about this moving forward for my own brand, all right? Another just little stat during our Black Friday week sale is that our average order value was $96. So, our hoodies are usually $60. We put them on sale for $42. And the average order value was $96. I think that a big reason for this was because we were doing free shipping on orders over 100. So it felt like almost all the orders were coming in just over $100, and it averaged out to be $96 per order. To be honest, it's given me a lot of confidence to realize that I can generate $35,000 worth of revenue only spending just over $9,000 on ads. And when I think about becoming $1 million brand where you're making $1 million a year for your clothing brand, it starts to seem truly accomplishable. The reason for that is because in order to be $1 million per year clothing brand, your clothing brand needs to be generating $83,333 every single month. So if you take $1 million and you divide it by 12, there's 12 months in a year, that's $83,333 every single month that you need to be generating. If you can do $35,000 in revenue, only spending, just under 10 grand on ads, then theoretically, just this is a hypothesis that I still need to test. I'm not going to talk it in my ass here and make it seem like I've already done it. But as I scale up and increase my ad spend, I should be able to increase my revenue to that point as well. The real challenge, I think, to growing to $1 million per year brand is also getting the logistics down, right? Because I just got basically cleaned out of all of my hoodies here, and now I'm waiting for a restock that's going to come in at the end of the month. And so it's not even necessarily the generating of the interest that's your huge problem when it comes to getting to $1 million per year in revenue. But then also logistically, having enough people to help you pack orders and having all the inventory on hand to be selling $83,000 a month in revenue. And so that's the type of thing that, I need to slowly work closer and closer to really get to the point where, you're $1 million brand. But at the end of the day, that's a pretty significant goal, and you don't have to get there in one day, right? You can work your way towards that, keep slow chipping towards that, and improving every single day. So I really hope that this video gave you, a deeper understanding of how to process your own goals and what you're trying to achieve for your own clothing brand. And, think deeper about exactly how you're going to get there, because just sort of taking those actions every single day and just trying to grow without any sort of like laser focus on where you're trying to head and that sort of hard goal that you're heading towards, I think when you put everything into focus like that, it makes it all realistic and actually achievable for you, rather than just sort of going through the motions. So, if you're trying to hit the 10K per month mark for your clothing brand, or even the 5K per month for your clothing brand, then, definitely write that down. Look at what that would look like. How much would you need to sell in order to get to that point? And then just start to try and work your way there. And that'll make it a lot easier for you to actually accomplish it. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Drop your brand down there as well. Check out the brands that are watching. And if you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass. All you have to do to get access is go to apparelsuccess.com/masterclass. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description. Follow that link, join us in the group. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.